Hello everyone, happy Tuesday evening. Hope you are well. Just make sure it's recording. It is very difficult to see sometimes. Anyway, how are you? This is your Tuesday evening general tarot reading for no fixed sign. You are the fixed person. The first card, as always, will resonate the most more than likely because it's where you are right now. It's picking up on your energy in the current situation. That's why it's always the strongest card. All the rest is what we call a prediction, okay? So don't focus too much on how ones are wise. Just absorb what you can, and what will stay with you will stay with you, okay? So, as always, I'm just going to start off with the amazing, beautiful colour cards, and we're going to see what comes in. So I'm just going to ask the guides now to connect the colour with the reading and the message and see what's going to be coming in for you. And let's see. So let's cut the dirt. Oh, okay. It's asking me to stop there. I do not know, guys, what is on the top. We'll see at the end of the reading, won't we? So let's begin. I'm just going to take a sip of my tea. The music I've got on is called Mystical Water Caves. In case you wondered. Let's get comfortable. I know what you're saying, guys. Hannah, just get on with it. For God's sake. I am just getting comfortable. So we're going to ask now, what is the first card coming up from our questioners? So you are the questioner. And let's see what is going to be coming in. What is coming in? Okay, wow. This is interesting. Now, this is you, remember. This is the first position. You are the King of Cups. So there's no male and female in tarot. But whilst this is a king energy, if you're a woman watching this, then this is for you also, okay? Now, the King of Cups is interesting because it's a king energy. It's showing that you are taking ownership of your emotion, basically. So whereas before you may have put somebody on a pedestal, or you may have not understood a situation or felt like, why am I always the one that's feeling in the sense of black and everyone's going off doing what they're doing, especially with regards to your role in a certain position. So that could be in a relationship, in a situationship, in a work dynamic. But this is where it's coming in, where you kind of step up for yourself, okay? Now, this isn't vocally. It's not you saying, well, this is how I feel. I mean, it can do. But this is you understanding that your worth is really paramount here to how you wish to move forward. You might start to look at other people and think, well, actually, they're not suffering because they own themselves. They've got confidence. And if you look at the people who have confidence and take no crap, then they end up getting to where they need to be anyway. So you're kind of learning from that if you haven't done already so far. I don't mean learning in a patronizing way like you're learning from others, taking notes, but this self-realization of becoming this king energy is really kind of taking control over you in a really, really good way. It's also understanding that people's actions and situations are a reflection of them and not you. So any triggers that you may have been triggered by before, you're kind of understanding that you're a separate entity to that and it's not touching you in the way that it used to, okay? And now this is good because it's showing that there's a self-growth, self-development energy card coming up here. And when that happens, it's normally an indicator of the next phase of your life coming in. So the universe has interesting ways of testing us. And when we learn that test, when we practice what we preach, so to speak, that energy kind of comes in, has had its day. So whether or not people will just go organically or they come back after not hearing for ages and ages and ages, then you make it fit for you because this is what's coming in, okay? So what is following that from an outside influence position? It doesn't mean you're influenced. It's just external forces at play, okay? So let's have a look. And I also want to say, just because this energy is coming in now for you, this could be a situation that's gone on for 20 years, 5 years, 2 years, 2 months. I don't put much timeline on a first card indicator because old patterning ways can last a long time, okay? And this isn't just a reading for what happened last week, all right? So let's have a look and see again. So let's see what's coming in from an outside influence position. So let's ask, okay? See, this wanted to come up before and now it's come up again. So this is the 8 of Pentacles card coming up here, which is really, really quite beautiful because it's showing that an opportunity is going to be coming your way. You see how things work? Also, if this is with regards to a person, this is actions showing louder than words. That they might try and show you with action that they've changed or they're going to step up because you've stepped up with yourself, okay? And then what happens is, because it's an apprenticeship card, which means work, this can mean them putting work in a relationship all of a sudden, or a connection. You don't have to be going out with this person, but then messaging you a bit more, or viewing certain things like your stories or whatever when they didn't before, sort of thing. Okay, so this is quite interesting. So keep with this King of Cups energy, keep moving forwards with that. If this isn't with regards to a situationship, if you're not asking about a person, then you could be thinking about training in something new, or this could be training in an existing job, or doing something where your craft is going to be developed or on kind of a different level, sort of thing. Okay, there's no real action with this card when it comes to results, because it's a work in progress card. So don't expect all of a sudden that you're going to have a certificate because you've worked for 3 hours on a Saturday. It's going to be coming in quite nicely for you, but you're going to be in a good place, so you're not going to mind so much about the work that's coming in your way, because you can see from a point of clarity, because there's no noise from an emotional point of view, that there's going to be the fruits of your labor, sort of thing. Okay, so what's going on? This is interesting. So let's see what else is coming in for you in your position. That's too many there. Because patience is needed. When we go through any leveling up, whatever that is, whether it be with our emotions, our work life, our health, whatever, it takes a bit of time, guys. The decision is instant, yeah, sure, but the results can take a little bit of bit longer, you know. So the Temperance card is coming up to say, keep pouring from your own cup. Now she's holding the cups here, and you are the King of Cups here. Okay, so keep with your self-love, keep with your own kind of direction, keep in control of yourself. Okay, now I don't mean monitor your thoughts and behaviors and actions 24/7. You're just going a bit mad. So what this is saying is keep rational, keep in a realistic perspective, and then you'll kind of stay calm within your own energy field. Okay, if you are in a situation where you are feeling that sense of transition, we can panic when these times come in, because all of a sudden we think, what am I doing? I don't know where I'm going, what's going to happen here, what's going to happen there. Just trust that your guides are intuitively guiding you. So if you hear a certain smell, hear a certain sound, smell a certain smell, and it's nostalgic for you, or it's familiar, or it's comforting, then these are your guides just dropping it in at the right time for you to keep on your path. Okay, some of you are going to be leveling up in ways that you cannot see right now, but it's all beginning in your mind. The heart and head coherence are starting to come in alignment for yourself, whereas before you could have been all in your head, or before all in your emotions, and now it's lining up. Okay, but patience is needed definitely for this. I do feel with the Temperance card, your ego with regards to certain situations is falling away. Okay, we all have an ego, but at the same time what we can do is try and save face with regards to certain things, and that doesn't matter. As long as you stand in your own truth, you don't have to have the last word, you don't have to feel like someone's won, because in the game of life there is no real winning or losing if you don't lose yourself, and that is really important to know, because as long as you stand in your own truth, it doesn't matter what people think. They're going to think whatever they want anyway, and certain situations are going to turn out a certain way anyway. It's just how you perceive that, and don't lose yourself in the noise. Okay, so this is really quite nice. So far it's all about self-control on an emotional level, and actually focusing on something that you will be able to see in the long run. Okay, somebody is going to be trying a little bit harder to get your attention. Underneath the King of Cups, let's have a look. The Star. See, what did I tell you? Normally when we get to this energy here, when we level up, we start to see it on an external level, and aren't we just? Because whilst this isn't in an external situation, the fact that you're the Star in a future position shows that healing that needs to be done, or in progress right now, or that desire that you want on a material level, spiritual level, whatever that is for you, comes into play. But it's after a time of nothing happening for a little while, you see? So the universe isn't annoying you by going, I'm going to wait for so-and-so to get really annoyed and see how he or she acts. Because it's in that moment, that tipping point, if you don't tip the way you tipped before, then you're one step ahead. It's like snakes and ladders, guys. You can go right to the top, and if you behave or get the wrong kind of roll of the dice, you go right back down to the bottom. But it's not anyone else doing it, it's you yourself, okay? We put so much emphasis on external situations and say, I'm like this because, whilst it can have a profound effect, we do always have control of our own inner sense, our own inner being. And self-worth is coming up trumps here, okay? So you are elevating yourself in such a beautiful way. It can just take a little bit of time to get there, okay? If there is a career that you're wanting in your mind, or a certain milestone to be accomplished, then this is it, okay? But it's not happening right now. It is coming up in the not too distant future. This is an Aquarius energy, so that can mean around about February time next year. So let's see how things play out, and let's see what is coming in underneath the Eight of Pentacles. We've got two. We have the Knight. Oh, the Knights. The Knight of Pentacles. Slowest moving of Knights, guys, I want to say. So whilst this person, let's have a look at it from a situationship point of view. Whilst this person might be messaging you a bit more, or will be, still a bit slow. Still a bit like, has anything really changed here? Because their perception is changing. They're shifting somewhere in their gear system on an inside level. So this is a Six of Swords card coming up here. So they might be wanting to get closer to you physically, where they could literally physically get closer to you, or emotionally, okay? They see you as someone a lot more stable than what they initially gave you credit for. And if this isn't somebody who you've had a thing with before, then this is a new energy coming in. The reason why it's slow is because it's asking you to really heal from a previous situation in order for this to come in, okay? So if it is a relationship that you want, these two healing cards there saying, let this happen first, and then we will deliver this Knight of Pentacles energy card coming up here. And the great thing, whilst it is a knight, and they're good fun, this is a very rational Knight, okay? So it's an earth sign energy, so they can be quite grounded. Nobody who's flaky, which is a sigh of relief, isn't it? And it's just coming in really quite nicely for you. But if this isn't with regards to another person, this is an opportunity coming your way, definitely, that will lead you onto smoother ground, okay? So if there's a job you don't like at the moment, or you're really training towards something for a different dynamic, then this is coming in. But don't expect it overnight. This isn't even looking like this year, really, guys, to be honest with you. It's looking like the beginning of next year, okay? But let's have a look and let's see what else is coming in for you. But opportunities here, really, really quite beautiful. So underneath the Temperance card, let's have a look and see what is coming in. So let's see. There's too many. It's about four there. I thought it was one. Let's see what is coming in underneath the Temperance card. What is coming in? Because you get to enjoy that journey. You get to enjoy the end results. You get to enjoy what it feels like to suddenly be able to sit down and eat those fruits that you've been harvesting. You'll be in a position where your ideas of how you want your life to be will be physically in front of you. If you dream of living in a cottage, where you are right now, it's asking you to heal and to find your emotional ground. Work, let the hard work come in. What you want for, what you wish for. The start is coming in because it's a new karmic cycle for you. Getting rid of the old. We have a full moon in Aries tomorrow, guys. Release as much as you can. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, which is its own leadership. So it's asking you to take leadership of yourself. Again, it's all about that control. So this is why the Temperance card is coming up here. And her solar plexus is glowing there because what it is saying is, which is just here, it's the yellow. It's the analogy of using... if you drove a car but had your hands too tight on the steering wheel, you will still lose control even if you didn't have your hands on the steering wheel. So it's finding that happy medium, finding that happy balance. The Empress, I can't speak this evening. The Empress is a card of just that self-inner knowing, okay? And it's ruled by Venus, which is of all the self-love. And I just feel this is where it's all beginning for you with the King of Cups card coming up here, okay? So once you level up with yourself, look at the transition of what is offered to you, okay? It's not fast, guys. This energy is not fast. It is pretty slow, but sometimes it's the slow burners. It's the ones that take the time. It's the small bites off the apple that get to where you need to be in the long run, okay? So this is quite beautiful. And this is all about balance as well. So it's finding that momentum and rolling with that, okay? So I'm just going to get an overall clarifier and I'm just going to see what is coming in for you. So I'm just going to have a look now. What is coming in as an overall clarifier? And I'm just going to see what is coming in. So that was face down. I don't read them with the face down. What is coming in as an overall clarifier for my questioners? Can I have one card? One card for an overall clarifier. What is coming in? That one wanted to poke out, but I'm going to get another one for you. Maybe it is that one, and we'll see. What is coming in as an overall clarifier? Is there one? Yes, there is. Temperance. Temperance again. Double temperance energy. Isn't this interesting? Now, this tells me this is the focus. This is the focal point now. There is definitely an energy of listen to your heart speaking to you. Whilst this is not about the heart chakra, guys, this is about your solar plexus chakra, your control. The solar plexus is all about how you're seen in the world and how do you want to be seen, how do you want to be heard, okay? But no one can do that for you. This is the thing. It is all about you doing it yourself, and you are doing a great job so far, because I wouldn't expect to see the King of Cups card coming up here. And the reason why I said this doesn't have to be something that happened last week. It could be 20 years ago, 15 years ago. It can take a long time to get to the King of Cups energy. But this is why the Temperance, the healing card, the filling from your own cup is so paramount in this reading, because it's leading you to all this opportunity. So it's the universe giving it to you, drip, drip, drip on the tap, and not straight away, which is why you've got two slow moving cards coming up here, okay? So if you're destined to meet somebody, if you're single, this is going to be coming in, but it won't be until around about the beginning of next year, okay? This is somebody brand new, obviously. If you're in a situationship, then this would be somebody making a bit more effort to try and get your attention, but again, it'll still be like pulling teeth a little bit, because it's going to be a bit slow, but their presence will be a bit more well known. Not about a relationship whatsoever. This is a momentum that is slow, but building up to what you want to have, okay? So whatever you want, whatever you see in your mind's eye, what the star is telling you is saying you can have it, but just be mindful, guys, of what you want, okay? So whilst this is a wish card, it's karmic, it's energy, it's feeling. It's not about, I want that really nice vintage lamp because it would look great in my living room. Yes, you can have that, but that's not the depth that we're looking for in this, okay? It might be in your new cottage that you're wanting. So the Chariot came up here next to it. This is definitely moving forwards, but it's balancing the masculine and the feminine within you, okay? So he's on there, and he's not actually touching the horses. He's moving it with direction of willpower, okay? And that is exactly where you're going. Your willpower. What I was saying about the triggers, about you not being tipped because of external situations, because you just seem to have this inner knowing all of a sudden that not everything is down on you and you're looking at yourself through new eyes, sort of thing. This is what's coming in quite nicely for you, leading you guys into this beautiful, amazing Empress energy, okay? This is a fertile card, but because there's no other conception cards here, and I'm not seeing it so much as pregnancy, but it could be in the future. This is next year, maybe. But again, I'm only giving you a basic timeline. This could happen next week for you. This would be very, very fast if it all did happen next week. But this is Temperance is speaking to you, okay? The Temperance is finding that balance, finding that inner strength, finding that emotional scale, okay? Don't tip yourself. Don't think you're not good enough. Don't think your ego is like better than everyone else either. It's finding that equilibrium on a day-to-day level, okay? And it will lead you to the Empress. Either way, it's all good. What colour did you think of? Let's have a look. Chocolate. Nourish your body and soul. This is what the Temperance energy is asking you to do. Pouring from your own cup. Nourishing. Your body follows your mind every time. What you tell your mind, what you tell yourself goes into your body. Elevate that. Look at yourself like him. He's proud. So should you be. It's in the right direction if you're asking that question. But what are you going to do about the situationship if it's somebody who's, hi, that's me again. You own yourself is what you do. Anyway, that is your Tuesday evening tarot reading. Very interesting. but Temperance is spoken. I'm going to leave it as Temperance is spoken. I will be doing another one on Sunday at some point. It will be in the daytime, okay? So let's see where that's going to go. For private booking, one-to-one, half an hour or 1 hour, you can message me direct and I'll let you know my price and availability. For those guys that have already messaged me, I will get back to you. I now have my diary with me. I didn't have it today. And I will be checking out times and dates. Guys, you take care. Have a beautiful Tuesday evening, whatever you're doing, and I will see you in the next video as always. Take care.